Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Sailorgirl Cadet Prerna Ghosh. Though the video is a bit delayed, but yeah, we will be talking about the detailed analysis of Imu Cet 2025 paper. So now, I have seen the questions, I have seen the options that we have collected from our students and everywhere else. So my personal interpretation on the paper will go through a sequence. Firstly, we will discuss about few subjects, all the subjects that were there in the paper. Apart from that, I am also going to discuss what major mistakes our students did. The overall students did in this paper. Okay. First thing, starting with, if we start off with English. So for English, the paper was not very easy, not very tough. I would say it was perfectly moderate. Okay. I have received text from my students stating that they got exact questions from a few of my notes and the examples which I asked them to study and practice. So the English part was good. We expected questions from narration, but yeah, it was not there. So narration was not there in this year's paper, but questions from your verbal analogy were there. Questions from one word substitution was there. Questions were there from parts of speech, which included your prepositions and sometimes regarding the verb. Okay. Now coming to the next part of aptitude. Now in this case, aptitude, it took a bit turn because some of the candidates were expecting that they will get questions exactly from like exact questions which they have prepared for blood relation and all the topics. But this time questions were not there exactly from blood relation or other topics of aptitude. Yes, the questions were easy. It's not like that the questions were not easy. The questions were easy, but you need to rethink twice. That was the main problem. That was the main agenda. Main problem students faced. They thought, okay, these are the answers that I have studied. These are the questions that I have studied, and this questions does not fall into the place. So it's better that I skip it off. Okay. Second thing. Third thing that I'll be talking about is geography. So there were questions from geography this time. Similar pattern we have seen in case of synergy exam as well. When I went to the center, personally, I have seen students stating that they got questions from port on various ports. Okay, direct questions were based on geography. This time IMU Cet also had the same thing. So you get to see the similarity that from the next year, it is my suggestion to everyone whosoever is going to appear for the next year, please try to keep a tally with not only aptitude and GK but geography as well. Okay, because there might be questions from geography, there might be questions, very few questions regarding which combines both your geography and shipping knowledge, and you cannot blame anyone because you are sitting for IMU Cet, which is the mother examination of getting into merchant navy, getting into shipping. Okay, so there might be questions and you cannot blame anyone. You should not blame anyone. Okay, now let's talk about physics. The questions were not like, okay, let me distinguish it very clearly. In case of synergy examination, we have seen physics paper being like more when you need to think about the situation. It was more conceptual. Okay, but in case of IMU Cet, direct formula based questions were there. So it is actually a win-win situation because those who have practiced physics well, they know the formula well. There might be scenarios that they are not very good with the concepts, but yeah, they are familiar with the formulas, so they can solve the questions easily. So questions were there from kinematics as well. So yeah, the physics paper was moderate, it was not tough. Similarly, maths paper was, according to some people, the maths paper was quite easy, and according to some, it was moderate. Not very easy, not very hard, but yeah. So I would prefer saying that the whole paper was moderate in nature. It was not like it was beyond anyone's reach. So I won't say that. And for chemistry, as I have been saying this in each and every video of mine, that English, chemistry and aptitude will be your savior. This time also the same thing happened. So I don't know whosoever is there and they are thinking that okay, they do not need to study physics, English, aptitude and chemistry. Brother or sister, you are going to get into trouble if you have this thing in your mind. Trust me. Okay, for in case of chemistry, whatever questions I have seen, most of them had direct IUPAC name. So if you have studied your 11th and 12th, your organic, your inorganic a bit well, and even if you haven't studied your 11th and 12th, IUPAC names were pretty easy to be solved. Okay, that I don't think that was a big deal to solve it. Okay, so these were all the topics and subjects. I'm going to keep the video short so that you can understand what sequence it has followed. Okay, so this is all about the paper analysis I'm going to say, and the most important thing. This year also, some of the candidates made the mistake, either they went directly for physics, chemistry and maths, or they just practiced English and aptitude, or maybe some chemistry questions. Please do not do that. If you are appearing for a competitive exam where 70,000 or 80,000 candidates are appearing and only 14,000, 13,000 will be getting the rank. So if you just skip off some parts, it is you are then the foolish person ever I have met in the, I mean, if I consider you in a room full of people, then I would be saying that you are the most foolish person present over there. Because you cannot just skip off parts. You can skip topics, but don't skip off parts. So those whoever is preparing for the next year, please do not keep this dilemma in your mind that okay, I'll go only for physics and maths. There's 100 marks I can achieve. No, you cannot. You cannot get 100 out of 100 from there. Okay, and for some people, like okay, I am going to do for the English 40 marks, aptitude 40 marks, 80 done, and chemistry some questions I'll be knowing 20. So 100 is done. No, if the cutoff goes a bit higher than what we expect, the game's over. Okay, so please do not do that. And if you are someone who is watching the video and wants to start your preparation for the next year, that means you are in class 11 somewhere, or you're about to join, you're thinking to join Merchant Navy, then IMUmate is going to launch its new batch from the 1st of August. Okay, till the time, stay safe, and for all the batch details, I'm putting up the posters. You can have a look over there. Any doubt, anything, you can contact us, or you can drop your contact details through my Insta ID. Our team will be reaching you out. Okay, so all the best, and let's hope for a good result. And I'll be also making a video very recently on the expected cutoff. Till the time, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye.